Hi everyone and welcome to your practice. My name's Zara and today we'll be flowing through a hands-free flow to Hanumanasana or full split. So this is a lovely opportunity to give your arms and your wrists a little bit of a breather, and if you've been dealing with any wrist injuries, this is the perfect practice for you today. So let's begin on our backs, lying down in a constructive resting pose. So come on down to your back body, place your feet on the mat, knees up toward the sky, and then gently roll down. Walk your heels into your glutes, toe heel your feet apart, and let your knees knock into each other. Rest your right hand over your heart space and place your left hand onto your belly. Invite your eyes to close as you take this opportunity to land in your practice. Shifting your attention, your awareness from everything that is outside of you, external to you, and toward all that you can sense, all that you can feel in your innermost experience. And feel your physical body slowing down. Feel your breath as it slows down, feeling the breath rising and falling into your two palms. Perhaps the mind now slowing down as you welcome your focus, your attention into your practice. As you continue to slow your breath down, encourage your breath to smooth out, just welcoming in a lovely, balanced and even breath in and out of your nose. And allowing this feeling of balance, of equanimity to spread throughout the physical body. Let's keep this lovely calming breath going in and out of the nose. And on your next exhale, bring your arms down along your sides, toe heel your feet to hips distance. Let's hug the right knee into the chest, half Hanumanasana. Interlace your fingers around your right shin and gently draw your right thigh into your body. As you inhale, straighten your right leg up toward the ceiling. Wrap your hands now around the back of the right hamstring. And as you exhale, gently draw your right leg toward you. Drive through the right heel, flex the right foot. As you inhale, straighten your left leg down the length of the mat. Actively press the back of the leg into the floor. Lift your head as you exhale, chin to chest. And as you inhale, palm by palm, start to walk your hands up the ladder of your right leg. See if you can reach toward your ankle as you bow your nose to your knee and pull your knee to your nose. Let's walk back down just one palm at a time. Relax the back of the heart, the back of the head. Open the arms wide, bend the right knee. Supine twist, roll to your outer left hip, carry your right knee over. Keep your right shoulder deeply relaxed here, and maybe you turn your gaze over toward your right hand, just welcoming in this lovely spiral in the center of the body. Roll yourself back through center, step your right foot onto the mat, and then rebend your left knee, left foot to the mat. Let's hug the left knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the left shin. Again, half Hanumanasana, and pull the left thigh into your body. As you inhale, straighten your left leg up toward the ceiling. Wrap your hands around the left hamstring. And as you exhale, just gently draw that left leg in. Straighten your right leg as you breathe in. Push the back of the leg into the floor. And as you breathe out, lift your head, chin to chest. As you inhale, one hand at a time, you are walking up the ladder of your left leg, bending your elbows wide, nose to knee, knee to nose. Walk yourself back down again, just one hand at a time. Relax the back of the heart, bend your left knee. Breathe your arms wide, cactus or a T shape, and then start to roll toward your outer right hip. Carry your left knee over. Keep your left shoulder deeply relaxed as you enjoy This beautiful twist through the center of your body. Let's roll ourselves back through center, step both feet onto the mat, knees to the sky. Hug the knees into the chest, Hanumanasana, give yourself a good squeeze and a little rock from side to side. Lift your head into chest, inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your hamstring. Begin to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. We're going to do this 3 times to create eventually enough momentum to come into a standing forward fold at the top of the mat. So bring your heels to your glutes. You can use your hands to help you. Sprinkle your fingers forward. Welcome a slight give in your knees. Take hold of opposite elbows and enjoy a steady sway from side to side, ragdoll. Just releasing any heaviness, any judgment or expectation of your body today. Let's release the fingertips down toward the floor. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Begin to unravel vertebra by vertebra. Take your time as you come all the way up towards standing, eventually rolling your shoulders back and down, palms forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. On an inhale, float your hands up toward the ceiling, follow with your gaze. As you exhale, little bend in your knees, hinge to fold all the way back down. Let's take a halfway lift, inhale, heart and head reach forward. Forward fold as you exhale, Uttanasana. Take a little bit more weight to your right foot. Fingertips stay to the floor. Lunge your left foot all the way back. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lengthen your heart and your head forward as you press back through your left heel. Slowly lower your left knee to the floor. Untuck your back left toe and just allow your hips to melt, to sink forward and down toward the mat. Hug your legs together. Float your hands up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Now think about keeping the reach in the heart in the hands and the length in the lower back. Push into your right foot, rock your hips back, straighten your right leg, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you fold over your right leg. Think about shortening the mat with your right heel and your left knee, almost energetically drawing them to each other. High crescent lunge, bend your right knee, tuck your back toe under, pick up your left knee as you inhale. As you float your arms overhead, think about engaging through the front line of your body. Warrior 2, as you exhale, spin your left heel down and in, open wide and gaze over your right fingertips. Reach forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, lower your right forearm onto your right thigh, extended side angle. As you inhale, sweep your left arm overhead, gently roll your left shoulder back and your right shoulder under. On an exhale, look down, bring both hands to the inner right ankle, spin your left heel up. Toe heel your right foot nice and wide, and then gently lower your left knee onto your yoga mat. Untuck your back left toe. Let's ground the left hand down, twist, reach the right hand up toward the sky. As you exhale, reach up and back behind you. And as you inhale, squeeze your left heel into your glute. See if you can take hold of the foot, kick the foot into the hand and open the chest. Now don't worry if you're not quite there. With any bind, you can always just reach in that direction. Wherever you are, let it go on the exhale. Toe heel your right foot in and frame your right foot with your hands. Tuck your back toe under, pick up your back knee. Look forward, reach your fingertips forward, supported warrior 3. Float your left heel up to hip height. Think about getting longer in 2 directions here. Soften your left hip down as you stay active in your outer right hip. Forward fold, step your feet together, Uttanasana. On an exhale, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit low and back, Utkatasana. On an inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your hands back behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together, almost laying your torso over your thighs here, a bit like a skier. Inhale, come all the way up towards standing, follow with your gaze. Forward fold as you exhale, let's come all the way back down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. And forward fold. As you exhale, left foot stays at the top of the mat, right foot lunges way back. As you breathe in, think about getting that little bit longer, charging up that back leg and extending through the heart and the head. Let's lower the right knee onto the mat, untuck the back right toe, and again, just allow the hips to sink, to melt low toward the floor. Squeeze your legs together, float your hands up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, push into that front foot, rock the hips back, straighten the left leg as you hinge to fold over your front thigh. All the way through to a high crescent lunge. Bend your left knee, tuck your back toe under, pick up your right leg as you inhale. Again, scooping your hips up toward your ribs to keep the engagement through the front line of the body. Warrior two, spin your right heel down and in, open wide and deepen more into that front thigh. Think about guiding that inner left knee out as you soften your tailbone under. Let's reach forward on the inhale, extended side angle. As we exhale, left forearm lowers to the left thigh, and then the right arm is reaching overhead, bicep in line with the ear, guiding the right shoulder back, the left shoulder under, and also guiding this right hip back and this left hip under. On an exhale, look down, bring both hands to the mat. Let's come onto the ball mound of the right foot and toe heel your left foot that little bit wider. You're really just giving yourself space there. Lower the right knee, untuck the back right toe. Seal your right hand down, twist your left hand up toward the sky as you inhale. And as you exhale, reach up and back behind you. As you breathe in, squeeze your right heel into your glute. Maybe you take hold of the foot, maybe you're just reaching in that direction. Let's kick the foot into the hand and turn the chest around. Try and keep both shoulders moving away from your ears here. Release your back foot, toe heel your left foot in and frame your left foot at the top of the mat. Tuck your back toe under to lift your back knee, look forward. Focus your gaze, your drishti. Sprinkle your fingertips forward. I'm going into the plant, so I'm going to walk myself back and float your right foot up to hip height. Again, think about the length here rather than the lift of that back leg. Forward fold as you exhale, step your right foot to your left foot, Uttanasana. Forward fold, halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit nice and low, sweep your arms up, biceps in line with the ear as you breathe in. Hug your outer hips in. As you breathe out, swing your arms back behind you, pinch your shoulder blades together as you lay over your thighs. All the way to stand on an inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, follow with your gaze. Mountain pose as you exhale, Tadasana. Let's collect the hands in through heart center. Collect your breath, re-establish that lovely even breath in and out of your nose. Let's bring the arms along our sides, palms forward. On an inhale, float your hands up toward the ceiling. Follow with your gaze, squeeze your glutes. As you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, come all the way down. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Right foot stays at the top of the mat. Left foot lunges way back. Slowly lower your left knee to the floor. Untuck your back toe. Float your hands up as you inhale. As you exhale, push into your front foot. Rock your hips back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's come all the way through high crescent lunge on an inhale. Pick up the back knee and lift your hands to the sky. Warrior two, as you exhale, open wide and soften into that front thigh. Reach forward as you breathe in, extended side angle as you breathe out. And consider coming a little bit lower this time, perhaps reaching your fingertips to the floor, down the inside of your right shin. Let's sweep that left arm overhead and exaggerate the length across the left side of the body. On an exhale, look down, bring both hands to the inner right ankle, to the mat, toe heel your right foot a little bit wider. Let's lower the left knee to the floor, untuck the back left toe, keep your left hand down, twist your right hand up toward the sky. Reach up and back as you exhale, pull the left heel in, take hold of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, open the chest. Now option to stay here, to do as we've done already, or consider lowering that left forearm down onto the mat and just amplifying the stretch here. You might even be able to bend the right elbow and pull the right heel into your glute. Release the foot. Let's bring both hands to the floor. Re-extend your arms on an inhale. And as you exhale, just wiggle that right foot back into the center of your mat. Go ahead and tuck your back toe under. Pick up your back knee. Reach your fingertips forward, standing split. Drive your left heel up toward the ceiling. Walk your hands in toward your right leg. If you feel balanced, maybe you bring your right hand onto your right ankle. If you feel really balanced, maybe you can also bring your left hand onto your right ankle. Exhale, release, flex your left foot and slowly lower your left foot into your right foot. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's take a halfway lift. Inhale. And forward fold as you exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit low as we inhale. Hug the outer hips in. Forward fold over the thighs as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. All the way up as you inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Let's keep flowing as we exhale, forward fold, all the way down, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, left foot stays, right foot lunges all the way back. And we know where we're going. Lower that right knee down, untuck the toe to float the hands up for low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Half splits as you exhale, sweep the hands behind you, hinge and fold over your left thigh. Try and hug that outer left hip back, right hip forward, high crescent. Bend the left knee, pick up the right knee as you inhale. Warrior two as you exhale, let's open it wide and soften into the front thigh. Reach forward as you breathe in. As you exhale, extended side angle. Again, maybe that left arm is coming a little bit lower this time, down the inner left shin. Sweep your right arm overhead as you breathe in, and let's gently squeeze the glutes. Press the hips forward, lean the heart back. Really finding that length in the low back, tailbone nice and long toward the back heel. As you exhale, look down, bring your hands to the mat. Come onto the ball mound of your right foot and toe heel your left foot a little bit wider. We're going to lower the right knee to the floor and tuck the back right toe. Right hand stays as the left hand lifts up toward the sky. Reach up and back as you exhale, and as you inhale, squeeze the right heel in. Maybe you can take hold of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, stay there, or again, you have the opportunity to drop the right forearm onto the mat as you amplify this. Again, maybe if you want a little bit more, you can squeeze the heel into the glute. So reconnecting with that steady, even breath, and letting that breath keep you focused, present here. Let's release the back foot, bring both hands to the mat, tuck the back toe under and lengthen your arms. Come back up. Let's toe heel that left foot in. Pick up your right knee as you inhale, standing split as you exhale. Reach your fingertips forward and then drive that right foot up toward the sky. Bring your left hand to your left ankle and pull your torso toward your left leg. Again, if you feel balanced, you might bring that right hand also onto the left ankle. Oh my goodness. Don't worry if you wobble. It's all part of the practice. All right, let's release this grip. Forward fold, step your right foot to your left foot. Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale, all the way to stand as you breathe in. Circle your hands overhead. Let's bring the hands through heart center on an exhale. And then along our sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Just calming the breath here and calming the heart. Sweep your hands up as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. All right, halfway lift, breathe in. And forward fold as you exhale. Your right foot is staying at the top of the mat and your left foot is lunging all the way back. Let's gently lower that left knee to the floor, untuck the back left toe. Again, scoop the hands up toward the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs together. This time you might go for Kali Mudra. You're interlacing all of your fingers minus your pointer finger. Really think about exaggerating the lift and the length in both sides of the body. Push into your right foot, rock your hips back and sweep your arms back behind you as you exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, bring your hands down so you're framing your right knee with your fingertips. Start to slide your right heel forward, any amount, and you're working your left knee back. And you might stay here on the hands. You could even have a couple of books or a couple of blocks if you happen to have them underneath your hands. If you can keep going, keep sliding. Right heel forward, left leg back behind you, perhaps finding your way into Hanumanasana, full splits. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Try and pull that right hip back, left hip forward. And then if you feel steady, you're floating your hands all the way up toward the sky, perhaps finding Kali Mudra. Let's reintegrate our breath here. Try not to hold or even shortchange your breath. Exhale your hands down. Push into your fingertips to lift your hips up. Tuck your back toe under and to start to caterpillar walk your left knee in. Rebend your right knee. Bring your fingertips to the top of the mat and pick up your left knee. Let's just hop that left foot to the right foot. Forward fold. At the top of the mat, little dangle over your legs, nice buoyancy, a soft give in the knees. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Let's come all the way to stand. Breathe in. And very close to that plant again. On an exhale, bring your hands in through heart center and find your mountain pose. Let's bring the arms along our sides for Tadasana. On an inhale, float your hands up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. So this time our left foot is staying at the top of the mat and the right foot will lunge way back. Lower your right knee to the floor, untuck your back right toe and sweep your hands up toward the ceiling. You might go for your Kali Mudra this time, interlacing the fingers. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, keep drawing in and up through the navel so you're not completely collapsing into your lower back. As you exhale, push into that left foot, sweep the hands back behind you, rock the hips back as you hinge and fold over your left leg. Release your fingertips down toward the floor, and just as we did before, any amount, you'll start to work that left leg forward and the right leg back behind you. We all have a trickier side. I know this is my one. And if, like me, you have a line in your mat, it's quite a nice place to follow. Flexing your left foot. Again, if you're like me, your hips might be open rather than square. So just working to pull that right hip forward, left hip back in space. And you might keep your hands down, or you have the opportunity to float the hands up into your full Hanumanasana. All right, on an exhale, let's release the hands down. Lift yourself out of this, work your back knee in, and rebend your left knee. Take your time, no hurry to come out of that. Let's pick up the right knee from the floor and then hop the right foot, step the right foot to the left foot, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let your head go heavy. Take a hold of opposite elbows and let's just enjoy a steady sway from side to side. Release your fingertips down, toe heel your feet nice and wide as the mat. Turn your toes out, your heels in for Malasana, Yogi Squat. Let's press the elbows into the inner knees and breathe the heart up toward the thumbs. As you exhale, you're going to circle your hands behind you, sit down, bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide for butterfly, bound angle. All right, let's bring the thumbs to the insides of the feet, fingers to the outside. Lift through your heart and your head as you inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows to fold forward. Think about bringing your chest to your feet here rather than your head. And I like to use my elbows to kind of gently press into my calves. If, like me, you have imbalances, that can be helpful to help target one side that is a little bit tighter. Okay, from here, allow yourself to round. You might basket your feet with your hands and think about drawing your head to your feet. So really allowing yourself to round. Take your time as you unfurl from your bound angle cocoon and let's come all the way back up. Bring your hands outside of your knees. Use your hands to help bring your knees together. Keep your feet on the mat, your knees up toward the ceiling. Keep your hands on your shins. Draw your heart forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your chest and your chin. As you exhale, lean back. Allow your arms to lengthen fully. Curl your chin into your chest to round your spine. Inhale as you lift your heart. Draw your shoulder blades together. And then exhale as you lengthen your arms, round your spine, and really pull back. It should be quite hard to hold on here as you spread the backs of the shoulder blades. Engage gently through your core, reach your arms forward, and then slowly recline vertebra by vertebra. So here we are again on the back body. Right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Walk your heels into your glutes, and just as we did before, toe heel your feet apart and let your knees knock in to one another. Just noticing all of that newfound space felt in and around the hips and the pelvis, as well as a space in the heart, maybe in the head, more space in the mind, less noise, less chatter. Let's toe heel the feet together. Extend your right leg up toward the sky as you inhale. And as you exhale, cross your right ankle over your left knee, draw your right knee wide. Figure 4. You can bring your right hand to your inner right thigh and just gently guide your right knee away. If you want a little bit more, hinge at the hips and wrap your hands around the back of your left hamstring. Let's release the left foot down, breathe the arms wide, cactus or a T shape. Slide your right thigh over your left thigh, so now your legs are crisscrossed. Wiggle your hips to the right and then allow both knees to tip to the left, just as much as they can. No need for the knees to come to the floor. Again, really focus, prioritize the grounding of the right shoulder. Your gaze can remain up toward the ceiling, or you might turn your head over to see your right palm. Not a very long hold today. Roll your head through center, lift your knees, inhale. And as you exhale, let's untangle that right leg from the left leg. Extend your left leg up toward the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, cross the left ankle over the right knee, draw the left knee wide. Let's hug the right knee back into the chest, interlace your fingers around the right thigh and gently pull your legs toward you. Again, you could have the palm to the inner left thigh if you prefer. That is more than enough. Let's relax the right foot down, open the arms wide, and then slide your left thigh directly over your right thigh. Wiggle your hips to the left and then let both of your knees fall to the right. Twisted root. Gaze can remain in a neutral position, or again you might turn your gaze in the opposite direction over to that left hand. Float the knees as you inhale, bring them back through center, turn your head through center, and as you exhale, untangle left leg from your right leg. Let's hug both knees into the chest, take hold of the shins, give yourself a good squeeze, a little rock from side to side, just massaging and taking extra good care of yourself here. And then when you're ready, drop your feet down toward the floor. Extend your legs long and forward, arms along your side as you come right into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. So releasing any and all physical holding, gripping, still felt throughout your body. Softening any control, any manipulation that you still have over your breath. And taking this time to rest fully and to receive wholeheartedly the efforts and the devotion of your practice, this time that you have spent on your mat today, dedicated to showing up for yourself.